Hello, if you're just joining us, sorry for some technical issues with the commentary, but we are back now for the first game of the Collegiate Cup here in Broward County, Florida. 33 for 1 and 2.4 ASU. Hello, sorry for the technical delays, the audio, but we're back now for the first game of the Collegiate Cup between the ASU Sun Devils and George Washington University. ASU are off to an absolute flyer here. 50 for 2 and 3.2. Lost their opening batters, but they're still going at a really good rate and looking good for a really good total. Both these teams played exceptional cricket to make it this far to the Collegiate Cup here in Broward County Cricket Stadium in Florida. Vihan just played the 6 balls, already on 21 with 3 maximums. He was magnificent for the Sun Devils in the Western Championship. And he started off really well here, but is this a catching opportunity? No, falls just short. I was just hyping him up and he almost threw it away there. Both these teams played magnificently well. ASU not even dropping a game in the Western Championship. Played magnificent cricket against all the teams there to win that region and come with utmost confidence into this Collegiate Cup. GW, on the other hand, sneaking through from the Atlantic in 3rd place, but they are a very strong team themselves, and count them out at your own peril. 2 really good teams clashing in this first game of what promises to be a really, really fun and engaging tournament for the next 4 days. The top 12 teams across the nation fighting it out tooth and nail to see who is the best cricket team in the country on the college level. We're going to see some cracking games, and we are already off to an absolute flyer. 53 for 2 and 4 overs, the Sun Devils. The pitch looks a really good one to bat on. And a for 20. Who can bail them out here of this situation? They're going to need a partnership. 53 for 3. In a bit of trouble. Are the ASU Sun Devils. Virat, the captain, running in again, and that's cut away. There's a fielder out at sweeper though, and it'll just be 1. Virat was injured for the Atlantic Championship, but he's back leading the side here in the Collegiate Cup. Aditya back on strike, played a couple of really good knocks in the Western Championship. Oh, goes down the ground. Does he split the field? No, that's some excellent fielding by Longoff, keeping it down to 1. That is outstanding fielding. That's what the batter's saying. I think he wanted 2, but some excellent fielding down at the boundary to keep it to 1. This is a good over, though, from Virat. He's firing it in and not giving too much air for the batters to work with. Short and wide, looks to pull, but no timing on that, and it just trickles to deep mid-wicket for a single. A tossed up, goes down the ground. Has he got enough on it? Just over the fielder, and it goes for a maximum. The first for Aditya. Just gave that one a bit more air. And Aditya going through with the shot. Just pure power to get it over Longoff for his first maximum. Hit quite a few in the Western Championship. And he's going to have to hit quite a few more here with his side in a bit of trouble. At the halfway point, though, the ASU Sun Devils, 63 for 3 in 5. The run rate's looking good, but they feel they've just lost a wicket or two too many to really launch in this back half here. GW have bowled pretty well to take the 3 wickets, and they know that if they can take a couple more here, they can really limit the damage at the death. That's exactly what they'll be looking to do. And on cue, it's Vansh Kumar who takes the ball. He was the star player for GWU in that Atlantic Championship. With the ball, with the bat, name it, he'd do it. He was one of the best players in that tournament and across the regionals that we've seen. And he has a job to do here. His final over of his spell. Usually he bowls at the death, but here he's bowling the 6th over. I think they know how crucial a wicket or 2 would be here. They're getting him into the attack. Here he is. A short ball pulled away. There's a fielder. The keeper gets to it, but they come through for a single. Thought he got more timing on that, but just managed it inside the ring. That gets Aditya back on strike. Hit a good 6 in the last over. Vansh is not going to be easy to get away. He was brilliant for GWU. This will be a really interesting contest. Oh, brilliant delivery in the block hole. Nothing much you can do about that as a batter. Pinpoint Yorker. He's showing why he's such a good talent, is Vansh. Aditya, if you've seen him in the Western Championship, he doesn't like blocking. He just likes going after it. And there he goes, but just splices it, full toss. It was there to hit. Doesn't quite get anything, but they pinch and overthrow. Looking for another Yorker there, Vansh, but missing it on this occasion. Batter asking for a waist-high no ball, but I think that was dipping and well below. Vansh clearly looking to just hit that Yorker length here consistently. This time a slower ball, but cut away brilliantly. They're short and wide, and he's just placed it in the gap for 4. Going away from his plan there and trying to pull the length back, but just gave a bit too much width on offer. Yeah, just a bit too much width, and with the field up on the offside, just need to get it over the inner ring. He can't give any width with this field here, Vunch. There's no one back out there on the offside. There's 4 fielders back deep on the leg, so he cannot give any width. Needs to be on the body. Can he correct his line? That's better, but he slid too much down leg now. Overcompensates, and that's 5 wides. Just losing the plot here, Vunch, a bit. Looking to tuck it up into the body, but he ends up overcompensating and pushing it down leg, and the keeper has no chance. These are bonus runs for the Sun Devils. The idea was right, but just the wrong execution. Vunch is going to have to re-bowl that one here. He's under pressure. Oh, full toss! Oh, missed out again, the batter. That was there to be hit again. And I think he's just fine on the no ball there. Much closer to this one, but I think just below waist height. The batter's missed out again, though. Oh, short, down leg, and another wide. They're appealing for caught behind, but no signal from the umpire, and he's going to have to re-bowl that one again. It's a good short ball, but just sliding down leg, and might have been a bit too high on the height as well. Last ball of Vunch's spell about to come up. Can he pick up the wicket? He's been slightly expensive today. Can he pick up one more wicket to end his spell, though? Oh, in the slot, slashed through the infield. It's running away, and it goes to the boundary. So a very, very good over for the batting side. 15 off of that one. The Sun Devils looking really good now at 79 for 3 and 6. Full ball, the batter. Smart batting there, making room, knowing there's no one deep on the offside, and carving it through that infield. Slight misfield as well, but they'll take that with the batting side. 79 for 3 and 6. They're back on track for a really, really good total. But again, just reminding all the viewers, this is a really good batting pitch, it looks like. So they're going to have to get every run to try and put GW under as much pressure as possible. It's a really good start, though, now. And both these batters are set. Abdul has played 7 balls, hit a couple of boundaries himself. Aditya has played 5 balls, hit a maximum. Now we have Virat to continue the spinner. Aditya's taken a liking to spin as far as what we've seen in the Western Championship. I think this is definitely an over he's going to look to go after. Tossed up, down to long off, and just on the bounce. Oh, threw it up there. But not too full. That's good bowling. Gave some air on that, told him to go after it, and he almost got the wicket. Abdul on strike now. Short ball pulled away. Is that in the gap? It doesn't matter. It's over the field. All the way for 6. Magnificent shot from Abdul. Slightly short from Virat. And Abdul so quick to go on the back foot and pounce on the length to send it all the way for 6. A stunning hit that. It wasn't even all that short, but just Abdul picks up the length so quick and deposits it over the boundary. A short and wide this time, and in the gap, cut away, and this outfield is pretty quick. Fielder will get around to it though, but they'll come back, or beg your pardon, thought they came back for 2. Abdul wanted 2 there, but they settled for a single. Think they could have definitely had 2 there. Some better running between the wickets. Moreover, I think Abdul just wanted the strike. He's hitting it really cleanly. But Aditya is no muck with the bat either. He can show that he's hit the long ball. Oh, well bowled. Gives it some air, but keeps it wide outside the arc of the batter. I think that's what's going to be important for the bowlers, not to bowl it too straight. That just feeds into the batter's strengths. This time, going wide again, but just too wide. The plan seems to be right from Virat to keep it outside of Aditya's hitting range. He has two fielders back on the offside for the catch. Driven away, and it goes straight to one of those fielders at deep cover. They come through for a single. This is smart bowling, not giving it too much air and keeping it wider of the batter's arc. He's corrected his line after that maximum, and he's pushing it a bit fuller as well. This is smart bowling from the bowler. Oh, tossed up, steps out. Is that got enough on it? Oh, but the fielder can't quite get to it. Didn't have enough, but fielder can't stop it, and it's another boundary for Abdul. Tossed up, wide outside off stump. Batter steps down the track. Didn't quite get to the pitch of the ball, but just throws his hands at it. And it's wide of the fielder, and he can't stop it as he goes for another boundary. Another good over for the Sun Devils. It's 93 for 3 and 7, and GWU need to find an answer to stop this bleeding here. It's a good partnership between Abdul and Aditya after what looked to be a precarious position at 63 for 3. Now we got the last 3 overs coming up. 7 wickets in hand for ASU. How many can they manage in these last 3? Can they push towards 130 or maybe even 140 and set up a really strong total in this first game? Full toss. And it's just a single. Thought that went for a maximum for a second, but the fielder was there. But another spinner. Interesting to see spin in the 8th over, and that's down the ground. Surely this one's 6, right? So close to the boundary, but that's an excellent catch. And the batter is in shock. What a catch from the fielder down there. Missed out on the previous ball, but he takes an absolute screamer here. Thought that was going, backtracking. And he takes a blinder of a catch on the edge of the boundary to get rid of the dangerous Abdul, who's looking really good. A much needed wicket for GWU. I was skeptical of the move to bring on a spinner this late, especially when they're looking to go after the bowling, but the decision pays off. And Abdul departs, and they're 4 down now, ASU. Their batting never really got exposed in the Western Championship. No real work for that lower middle order. But here in this first game, they're going to have to rely on a few batters that did not get a chance to find the crease in that regional championship. So it'll be really interesting. And that's what you get with the Collegiate Cup, where you got the top 12 nations performing. The quality of cricket is just at a very good level. And the games are just going to be so competitive. First ball for the new batter. A cutaway, but straight to point. No run. Sayer, the new batter. It's never easy having to start fresh. Oh, that's another excellent delivery. A bit of air, but The length was good, not too full. And that's 2 dots for the new batter. Just pulling it back here are George Washington University. Oh, steps out and a missed stumping opportunity there. Another excellent delivery from Harvinay, and he should have had his man. Oh, that is a missed chance. Could have had 2 in the over. The bowler would just be thinking, what if? But an excellent over, still just 1 run off of it. Cut away. Straight to the sweeper out there, though. And that brings to an outstanding over from Harvinay. Just 2 runs off of it. And the big wicket of Abdul. George Washington University looking to pull it back here at the death. The Sun Devils 95 for 4 in 8. They'd be looking for that flourish in the last 12 deliveries. Can they push towards that 121-25 mark, which could be really, really competitive? You have to think these last 2 overs will be crucial in determining who is the happier side heading into the innings break. What a start we've had to this Collegiate Cup, though. We've seen some excellent batting, but some really good bowling as well to pull the batters back. The pitch looks a good one. And the quality of cricket has just been magnificent on show with the bat, with the ball, and in the field as well. And that catch from Akshit on the boundary in the previous over is just an example of the quality of cricket we've seen. Last 2 overs, spin to continue. It's Ritik now to bowl his final one. Oh, goes down the ground. Is that in the gap? Yes, it is. Bisects long on and long off. And Sayer with his first boundary. They're going to need a few more, though. It's quicker through the air, but slightly on the fuller side. And that gives the batter the bit of room he needs to extend through the shot and straight down the ground for 4. Oh, it goes over long off, all the way for 6. What a shot from Sayer. Took a couple of deliveries to get used to the conditions, but now he's hit 2 stunning hits. First to 4, and now goes over long off for 6. Didn't look to overhit it, but just timed it so well. And that's gone way, way back for 6. And that brings up the 100 for the ASU Sun Devils. And what a batting performance it's been so far. They've lost wickets here and there, but they've kept going on and been positive and aggressive throughout. And the run rate has been really good because of that intent being shown despite the fall of wickets. They still have 10 balls. Sayer, bowler coming around the wicket now, firing it in. Cut away straight to the fielder, though. Would it have been a wide if he left it alone? Maybe. But this is smart from the bowler, coming around the wicket and just looking to fire it in wide of the batter's arc. Oh, slows it up this time. Swept away, fielder out there in the deep. Oh, and it's been put down. Oh, there was the wicket opportunity. Bowler slowing it up, changing up the pace, tossing it up to the batter. Batter not quite getting enough on it. That was straight to the deep mid-wicket. But he's put it down. Catches win matches, they say. How many runs will this drop cost them? Aditya back on strike. We're just looking to fire it in again, and this time going on with the arm angle. He's going to have to re-bowl that. ASU showing why they're one of the most powerful sides. Swung away to the offside. And on the bounce to the deep cover. It'll just be 1. They're just flexing the batting might, though, the Sun Devils. having quality batting even up till 6 and beyond as well. Last ball of the penultimate. Can he avoid a boundary, the bowler? Well, that's excellently bowled just within the tram lines. I think it's a good call from the umpire as well. Excellent bowling that, but still a pretty good over for the Sun Devils. It's 108 for 4 in 9. 13 off of that one. There's 6 deliveries to go. How many can ASU manage? Aditya has played the 10 balls for 13. Saya has played 8 for 12. So both of them have a feel for the conditions. And in a format like the 60 strikes, where you only get 60 deliveries, you consider that if you've played anything more than 5 to 6 deliveries, you're a set batter. The last over to be bowled by Harvinay. Bowled a terrific first over. What can he do here? A short, pulled away. But straight to the fielder out in the leg side. Oh, and a slight misfield though. Allows them to come back for 2. Can't be having misfields against such a quality opposition. Need to save every run out there. They have a pretty good bowling side as well, ASU. You don't win every game if you're not a quality team. Harvinay to continue. Tossed up. It's lofted. Long off in place, but he can just watch it sail over his head. A stunning strike from Aditya. And he can be happy about that one all right. Just beautifully timed. Bowler coming around the wicket, angling it outside the batter's arc. But he just goes through with the angle, over the offside, all the way for 6. A beautiful cricketing shot, that one. Not looking to muscle it over or overhit it, but just going through with the shot over the boundary. 116 now the score. Can they get to 130? A couple of maximums would really help with that. Oh, tossed up in the slot. That is huge. That's probably one of the biggest 6s we've seen today. What a hit from Aditya. Tossed up in the slot. And that is just too easy for Aditya. Tossed up and just goes straight down the ground over the sight screen for 6. And this is exactly the finish the Sun Devils would have wanted. You just cannot be bowling there. Too slow, too full. Needs to pull the length back and look to fire it in here, Harvinay. Oh, tossed up again. Long on in place. Oh, but it just goes over his head. A hat trick of 6s. What a finish Aditya's giving the Sun Devils here. Pulled his length back slightly, but too slow in the air. And Aditya, I don't know if he got quite to the pitch of that ball, but he just let his hands extend and went through the shot and gets it over the fielder. Oh, and he goes again. This time along the ground. They're looking for 2 though, but there's never 2 there. They'll just settle for a single. But what a flourish this from Aditya. 3 6s in the last over. 21 off the final one with 1 to go. And they're looking like they're going to get to that 130 and potentially more. Sire to face the last ball. Harvinay coming back over the wicket here. Can he find the maximum again? Beg your pardon, he's coming around still. Last ball. Swept away. Has that found a gap? No, there's deep square leg in place, but they're looking to come back for 2. Last ball, so you can sacrifice your wicket, but they'll come quite comfortably. And at the end of 10, the ASU Sun Devils have a mammoth 131 runs on the board. They lost wickets in intervals, but they kept their positivity and intent in their stroke play. And that aggression has led them to a really, really formidable total on the board. 131 in 10 overs. The pitch looks a really good one though, and the outfield is lightning fast. So we should be in for a cracking next 10 overs. Can GWU power down 132 in 10 overs? to win this opening game of the Collegiate Cup in Broward County. They have the batting to do so. We saw them chase down some really high totals in the Atlantic Championship. They have what it takes to do it, but against a quality Sun Devils bowling lineup, will they be able to? Only time will tell. ASU, a collective batting effort to put up 131 on the board. A stunning, stunning start to this Collegiate Cup. And what you'd love to see in a team is a collective batting effort. Not one guy doing all the scoring, but everyone chipping in. And that's exactly what we saw. Everyone just having small contributions here and there to put up a really formidable total. George Washington University need 132 in their 10 overs if they want to win this opening game of the Collegiate Cup. Can they do it? It's definitely on the cards. We're in for a cracking, cracking second half. Stay tuned. We'll be back very shortly with GWU's batters. We're back for the chase. GWU needing 132 in 10 overs. It's going to be a really, really interesting contest. The first ball coming up. Oh, wide, full, straight to the fielder though. And a dot to begin. Surya taking the new ball. It was pretty good for ASU in the Western Championship. Can he get one early here? Oh, slash back, right back to the bowler though. Oh, and a run out, is it? What a piece of fielding that! What happened there? Have to take a look at that again, but looked like a stunning piece of fielding from the bowler on return. One stump to aim at. What was a non-striker doing? There was no run there, but he had different thoughts, and he's run out without facing a ball. Is the GWU captain. Virat gone for a duck without facing a ball, and that is a horror start for GWU. They lose their captain in the very first over of the innings. Excellent, excellent piece of fielding though, and the awareness. One stump to aim at, and he hits them down. That is the worst possible start GWU could have wanted. They lose their captain for a duck. And especially when you're chasing such a big total, you'd want to get off to a good start in the batting power play, where there's only two fielders outside the 30-yard circle. You get value for your shots here. The new batter in is Ritik. He was one of the pillars for GWU in the Atlantic Championship with the bat. Consistently got them off to good starts. Opening the batting there. He's coming one down here in the Collegiate Cup. Surya running in again. Oh, that's pinned him on the pads! Huge appeal, but not given by the umpire. Looked really, really close, that one. Might have just been sliding down leg though. Bringing this one back into the right-hander. Oh, that is really, really tight. Hitting him on the back pad too. Very tight. Might have just been going down leg with the angle, but a very good shout from the bowler. Ritik. Oh, this time angling it with the angle away from the left-hander and no timing whatsoever. It's a terrific start from Surya. He's bowling with good pace, good heat. Batters are just a fraction late on the shots, you'd think, consistently. I think it's just that extra pace they're going to have to get adjusted to. Oh, beautiful looking shot, but straight to mid-on. Oh, they're coming through for a quick single. Oh, the last thing GW would want is another run out in the first over. They pinch a quick single there, though. They're going to want to make sure they don't take risky runs early on here. Ritik is one of their main batters. They want him to bat long and deep into the innings to try and set up a good base for chasing this total down. Last ball of the over. It's been a terrific one from Surya up to this point. Oh, and a brilliant end. In-swinging Yorker on the money. Dug out for a single. But that is a terrific start from Surya. Just 3 runs off of it. And the run out. GW 3 for 1 at the end of 1. The required rate's already climbed to over 14 and over. That's just what happens when you're chasing such a big total. Even one quiet over just drives that asking rate up astronomically. They're gonna need to try and find the boundaries on a consistent basis here, especially with the batting power play lasting only for 2 more overs. They need to capitalize on it. This live broadcast of the Collegiate Cup, hosted by the Collegiate Cricket League, is made possible by supporters of college cricket and viewers like you. Your contributions help bring the vision of college cricket to life by elevating student athletes and making live coverage, commentary, and new opportunities possible for the global cricket community. If you are enjoying this and would like to help us grow the game we love so much, please consider making a contribution at www.collegiatecricket.com. That is www.collegiatecricket.com. Even the smallest of contributions can make such a big change in college cricket across the United States. Oh, just as we return to the game, Abdul, the new bowler, creates an opportunity straight away. A tough catch on the return, but put down. Full ball swinging in. Batter looking to smack it down the ground, straight back to the bowler. A tough chance, but it goes down as a drop. Oh, swinging in again, a full toss, but misses out there, straight to short mid-wicket. That was there to be hit. Abdul, he was terrific for the ASU Sun Devils in the Western Championship. It was a really tough ground to bowl on with short boundaries and a really good pitch. But he took wickets at consistent stages and kept the scoring rate down. So he should love bowling on this kind of wicket compared to that. But a quiet start for GW so far. Oh, pulled away. And has that gone all the way? Umpires is discussing. Oh, edged away. There is third man deep though, so it'll just be one. Ritik getting the first maximum of the innings with a good-looking pull shot there. A couple of deliveries earlier. They're going to need a lot more of those if they want to get close to this score. Last ball of the over. Swing and a miss, but keeper with a slight fumble allows them to get through for a bye. A good over from Abdul though, just 9 off of it. And the context of the game, it's a good one for ASU. GW 12 for 1 and 2. The required rates climbed to 15 already. Last over of the power play coming up. They're going to want to make it a really big one to try and stay and keep up with that required rate. Flicked away into the gap. And they come back for a couple. Remember, last over the power play. So only 2 fielders outside the circle. Short ball, pulled away. Excellent stop from the fielder in the ring, though. Keeps it down to 1. Looked like there would have been quite a few more runs if he didn't stop that. But excellently done by the fielder. This is good bowling from Surya. Hitting that hard length. It's coming on at really good pace as well. And it's hurrying the batters. Short and wide, looking to cut. Think just a bit of extra bounce there. Did, and a direct hit would have had him, I think. They're running some really risky singles here. But that's partly due to the fact that it's been some terrific bowling from the ASU bowlers, not giving anything for the batters to work with. That means they're going to have to try convert non-existent singles into singles and ones into twos, and that is giving opportunities in the field for ASU. Pulled away in the gap, but it'll just be a single again. Singles are not going to hurt the Sun Devils one bit. The required rate just keeps climbing higher and higher with every dot ball and single that comes by. Only 1 boundary in the first 2.4 overs, with only 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. Just shows how consistent and disciplined these bowlers have been here with the new ball. 2 balls remaining in the power play. Can he find the boundary, Ritik? Driven, but straight to the fielder. Confusion again, directed is gone, but they miss it. Could have had another run out. It could have been. Ritik would have had to go back to the sheds, but he had 1 stump to aim at, and he misses it. There was no single there, I don't think, but that's just what pressure can do to you. The required rate pressure. You need to go at 15s and 16s. Just try and pinch every run possible. Even singles that just are not there to be run. The last ball of Surya's spell, though, it's been a terrific one. None for 7 in a 10-over format. That is simply scintillating. Can he cap it off with a wicket? Oh, splits the batter into two there, underneath the bat. Don't think it was short enough for the pull, but a terrific spell from Surya comes to an end. None for 7 in 2 overs, going at under 4. Brilliant bowling that. At the end of the power play, George Washington University are 18 for 1 and 3. Boy, do they desperately need to move on if they want to get anywhere near this imposing total posted by the ASU Sun Devils. Required rate above 16 now, and has just been rising since ball 1 of this chase. Someone needs to step up and play a quick fire cameo here to try and bring this required rate down. Abdul to bowl that as well. Bowled 1 in the power play and 1 in the death, the regionals, but just bowling out here with the new ball. I think they sense that team's under so much pressure, the batting unit. They want to try and get a couple more wickets with one of their star bowlers. A driven but straight to the fielder, a misfield. And it goes through the covers, and this outfield is lightning fast. You get value for your shots, and that races away to the boundary. Don't know if the fielder got a hand to that, but still no chance after it got past him. Should have been a dot ball there, but there's 4 runs given up by the bowling side. They'd want to correct up on those, not give free runs like this. The fielders need to back up their bowlers, especially when they're bowling so tightly. Driven again, this time over the fielder for 4 more. A much more convincing looking stroke. And Rithik just getting going here. Slightly fuller from Abdul on this occasion. Swinging away from the left-hander. And he goes over the extra cover fielder this time. And there's no chance for the fielders out there in the deep. And now we see a field change as deep point moves more to that sweeper, deep cover position. But only 1 fielder out on the offside there. He's coming around the wicket. Driven down the ground. Oh, misfield from mid-on allows them to come back for a couple. But that's the line Abdul would want to be bowling. Only fielders back in the deep on the offside. Our 3rd man and the sweeper cover. Mid-off is up inside the ring as well. So any width and he can expect to travel. So he's going to have to be tight into the body with deep square leg and deep mid-wicket back. Interesting to see only 4 fielders outside the circle though. They're looking to still put pressure on the batters by keeping the field up. Oh, through mid-off and for 4. Makes a bit of room, does Rithik, to try and access that offside. Looked to get it over mid-off, I reckon. Didn't get the elevation, but another misfield. Lets it go to the boundary. Should have been stopped there, but again, some poor fielding. Fielders need to back up their bowlers. They're still in good position here, ASU, but they don't want to let the game drift. Last ball of Abdul spell. Oh, a brilliant comeback that. Nails the Yorker. but they sneak through for a single. Finally, a good over for GWU, 15 off of it, and Ritik's got going. At the end of 4, it's 33 for 1. $33 for 1 and 4. And first signs of spin for ASU. Anshul, the bowler. It was a graveyard for spinners in Los Angeles in the Western Championship, but he bowled some significant spells for his side. He should enjoy these conditions a lot more. It'll be interesting to see how he bowls to Ritik, who's looking to take him on with the required rate up and above 16. It'll be a good challenge for him. A short ball slashed into the offside. A long off gets around to it. Ritik wanting 2 there to stay on strike for the left arm spinner, but he'll only manage 1. Anshul coming around the wicket to the right-hander now. Aryan, he's played 12 balls for just 6. He needs to get a move on as soon as possible. Punched into the offside for a single. Looking to come back for 2 there, but there was never going to be 2. Ritik back on strike now. $95 to win from 33. Can he find the maximum, Ritik? Looks to go down the ground, but it's an outside edge that goes to third man. And another single. Good start from Anshul though, just 5 runs off his first 4 deliveries so far. The bowling has been top-notch from ASU. They're showing why they were champion side in the regionals and are one of the sides to watch out for here in the Collegiate Cup. Short pulled away. Straight to the fielder in the deep again, and it's just yet another single. Singles will not hurt ASU at all. Required rate will just keep growing. It's above 17 now. A terrific over from Anshul up till this point. Can he finish it well without going for a boundary? It'll be a terrific effort of his if he can. Last ball of the over. And indeed he can. He's down the ground for a single. Just 7 runs off the over. When the batters are looking to take him on. An excellent, excellent effort from Anshul there. 7 off of it. GW 40 for 1 and 5. They need 92 from the last 30 balls at over 18 runs and over. It's going to be really, really difficult. But not impossible. Can we see a stunning end to this game? GW still have Vunch, who's yet to come in. He was their star batter, finishing off numerous games in that Atlantic Championship to propel GW into this Collegiate Cup. He's still left. This is looking a really, really difficult task at this point. But everything starts at some point, and they need to start going after it as soon as possible, right now. They want to give Vunch and the rest of the batters any chance of getting near this total. And that's exactly the start they would have wanted to this over. Hrithik with a boundary. A beautiful shot, sweeping it into the vacant mid-wicket region, wide of long on for 4. They need a lot more of those, and probably some more maximums too, along with the boundaries, if they want to get anywhere near. Right, Swar under pressure straight away, taken for a boundary off his very first ball. How does he respond? Oh, goes over the top. Does it go over long on? No, it doesn't. And it's taken by the fielder in the deep. And Swar responds with the big, big wicket of Hrithik. Tossed up again. Looks to go over long on. Could he have followed through the shot a bit more? Looked to be just more of a check drive rather than a power hit. And just couldn't get the distance. And that's a big wicket. Hrithik gone for 33. GW 44 for 2. But this brings Vansh Kumar to the middle. He was terrific for them. Terrific is an understatement for how well he played in the regional tournament. Pulled off multiple Houdini acts for his side. And he's going to have to pull off another one here. Probably his biggest one if they want to chase this total down. It's going to take something really, really special. But this guy has it in him to do it. Can he do it though? Well, if he can, do not get up off your seats. We're in for a thrilling next 28 deliveries. Swar got hit for 4, but then picked up a wicket. That's what you love to see out of bowlers, how they respond to being hit. But it's not going to be easy bowling to Vunch. He's ready to play his first ball. They have a slip in place for him. Oh, down the ground. It'll just be 1. Interesting to see that field set. It's not more of, it's a wideish slip. More of a gully position that. It's a very interesting field set there. They're attacking the batters, even for Aryan, who's been out there. Tossed up, steps down. There's a fielder. And he's plucked it, or has he? No. It goes over the fielder all the way for 6, but he just overran it, it looked like. Stepping down was Aryan, converting it to a full toss. And the fielder just overrunning it. Goes just over the boundary eventually. But I think if he just stayed on the boundary rope, that could have been a catch. But it's a 6 nonetheless. Does this get Aryan going? Oh, short ball pulled away. Has it found the gap? Oh, you bet it has. And it's just racing away once it goes into a gap. And Aryan with a 6 and a 4. Is this the pressure release for him to get going? 15 off the over already with a ball to go. Suar just pulling the length back slightly. And Aryan quick to latch onto the back foot and pull it away into deep square leg. Square leg was up inside the ring and he found the gap. Last ball the over. Can he find another boundary? Oh, he's going to have to re-bowl that. Pressure showing on the bowler. Just looking to push it wider, the batter. Just going too wide in the process. They're definitely giving it a fight, are the George Washington University team. They're going to go down. Swinging, it looks like. Last ball the over. Hit down the ground to long off for a single. Oh, they're looking to come back for 2. There's no 2 there. Oh, somehow they're both safe. That looked like a disaster in the making for the longest time. Both the batters are safe, though, to the delight of GW. It's 57 for 2 and 6. They need 75 from 4 overs. It's going to take something really special, but they're certainly not out of it yet, with Vunch in the middle and Aryan just finding some form. 75 and 24. Can we see an onslaught towards the back end of this innings? $57 for 2 and 6, and Anshul to bowl out. Bowled a very economical first over, going for just 7. And with 2 right-handers out there, you can expect it's a matchup heat favor. The batters are not going to just be there looking to knock him around. They need to go at nearly 20. They're going to look to attack him, and that brings the opportunity for a wicket as well. Oh, and he's got him. Cleans him up, and Anshul gets Aryan, who is just getting going. Aryan stepping down the track, Anshul pulling his length back. And the keeper does the rest. And Aryan, after a run of ball 19, has to depart. And it's 57 for 3 now. The equation is just getting more and more difficult for GWU. But it's been a stellar performance from ASU up to this point. Aryan's gone for 19. It's 57 for 3 now. Squad rate's above 20. It's looking like they're going to need a miracle here. Unsure to continue. Looking to punch and missing. Yet to see contact off the bat in this over. Akshat, the new batter, in the left-hander, so it's a favorable matchup against the left-arm spinner. But there is 3 fielders out on that leg side. Oh, swing and a miss again. What a terrific, terrific over from Anshul, especially after an expensive one in the previous. He's yet to give a run here. Oh, edged away. Over that backward point region, and they'll come back for 2. That is totally fine, though, for ASU. As long as they're not giving boundaries in bunches, they should be able to see this one home. More importantly, Vansh has been off strike the entire over. Oh, swept away. Over the fielder. To the boundary. A much needed boundary, but still just 6 runs off the over and a wicket. A terrific one for the bowling side. For most part of this game. Swung away. There is a mid-on up inside the ring to keep it to 1. They've just been so commanding here. They've shown why. They're a really quality side. Putting up a really formidable total on the board. They're defending it in style up till this point. Oh, full. He's not got all of it. Oh, but the fielder misjudges it at long on. That could have been the game if they caught that one, but Vansh survives. I don't know if it'll cost them, but net run rate also does matter, especially in a team, beg your pardon, in a tournament, which can go right down to the wire. They don't want to be able to lose out on that either. Oh, they're coming back for 2. Surely this is out. Yes, it's run out. Akshat sacrifices his wicket to get Vansh back on strike. There was no second there at all. But they just wanted Vansh back on strike there. And Akshat sacrifices his wicket for that. Another one falls for GW though. It's 68 for 4. Right. Is it more of a net run rate preservation game now for George Washington University? The win is looking really, really tough. But they can surely try and get as much as they can out of this total to try and not let their net run rate take too much damage. What can Bunch do? Swarb running in again. Short ball, looking to pull, but an under edge on that and just a single. So Vunch not really hitting his straps in this game so far. Not been able to time it as well as he would have liked. Last ball of the eighth. Flighted and slapped down the ground towards long off for a single. An excellent hole from Swar though, just 6 off of it and the wicket due to a run out. GW at the end of 8 are 70 for 4. They need 62 still. Looking highly, highly unlikely. $70 for 4. They come back for 2. Flick down to the leg side. See George Washington University just taking a team picture there. It's a really intense tournament. You need to play as a team throughout. I beg your pardon, that was you, Mitch. Yet to play their first game. That's coming up very shortly as well. UMich qualified 3rd from the Midwest Championship, and they'll be in action as well. The exposure you'd get from playing colleges across the nation is something very special. The Collegiate Cricket League is providing that through the Collegiate Cup. Like you see GW in the Mid-Atlantic taking on ASU, or more towards the west. Two different cricketing cultures, cricketing regions. The players just being able to interact with each other and learning off of them, the different conditions they play in is just truly special. That's what the Collegiate Cup is providing. Vunch going down the ground. But again, not a whole lot of timing, and he's run out in the process of trying to get back on strike. And that just sums up the game for GW, it looks like. They've just not been able to be in this chase at any point. It's been a stunning display from the ASU Sun Devils. They've just proven to be too good on the day here. Vunch walks back. Not the prettiest of knocks or the way he would have liked to play. Just couldn't find his timing in this game. But we know he's a quality player and that he'll bounce back. Half the side down for GW at 74. And they'd just be looking to try and limit the net run rate damage as much as possible in the next 8 deliveries. Net run rate will play a role towards the end of the group stages. And GW would want to make sure that they don't lag too behind by taking a big defeat here in their very first game. They'd want to get as close as possible to ASU's total. And ASU, on the other hand, would want to win as big as possible to help their net run rate's sake. Slap straight back to the bowler. It's been a good over from Sire, just 4 off of it. Can he end it well? Last ball, the penultimate over. Slashed away. Is that in the gap? Not quite. The fielder gets around to it. They'll come back for 2. Is it another run out? We've already seen multiple in this innings, but on this occasion the batter's safe. But after 9, GW 76 for 5, staring at a big defeat here in their first game against a quality ASU side. Last over coming up. Last over of the match. Oh, and he slips while trying to bowl. That looked nasty. But he looks to be good, I think. Oh, that must hurt. Slipping in his run up there. Think he's good to go though. Tanishq, the new bowler, bowled brilliantly at the death for ASU, the Western Championship. He's here with the game pretty much done, but he'd like to take some wickets. On that one bouncing short of the fielder. It'll just be 1. I beg your pardon. They'll come back for 2 or no. It'll just be 1. I was right the first time because he's run the non-striker out. All sorts of things going on there. Bowler fumbling the ball on trying to catch it and then effecting a run out. Just getting into the scoreboard there, Tanishq with that run out. And a 6th one falls for GW. Just everything going right for ASU. Even the mistakes are giving them wickets. That's just the kind of performance they've put in. It's been brilliant from them. And GWU have just had no answer to this stunning display. All right, 5 balls to go. Tanishq running in again. Swung away to the leg side. And this one's found a gap, but some excellent fielding in the deep. Showing off his football skills there, the fielder, and kicking it back in to save the boundary. Every run does matter to the net run rate. You can see keeper showing frustration. Even though the game is over, he knows the importance of net run rate and winning by a big margin. And they want to be perfect at every stage of the game. And that's showing in their body language. Oh, and he slipped again. Oh, a second time he's fallen in that run-up. Not sure what's going on there. Thankfully, he looks to be fine, but turf is pretty hard as well, so some hard falls, but he's up and looks like he's good to go, thankfully. But that is a nasty fall. He's running into bowl again. Cutaway. Straight to the fielder. It's been a convincing performance from ASU. They've not put a foot wrong since their batting effort. Just kept on pushing. Stayed positive, stayed aggressive despite losing wickets at continuous intervals. Put up a really formidable total on the board. And it's proven to be a lot more than enough in this first game. Oh, swung away. Fielder settling underneath it. Takes the catch at long on. And Tanishq, after falling twice, has picked up a wicket. He would take that. And a seventh one falls for GWU now. In the slot looked to be, but there's no timing whatsoever from Purav. And he holds out in the deep. And a seventh one falls. And the batting has just not gone to plan for George Washington University. And it just looks like they were chasing a total, a bridge too far. But you got to credit ASU's bowling as well. They've just been on the money and have not given GWU batters enough to work with. Looks like 130 is probably around 20-25 above par. I think 110 is a really good total, especially with scoreboard pressure. The 130 on the board, you just have to go for it from ball one as a batting unit. And that just presents bowlers with opportunities. Even though the pitch is good for batting and the outfield is quick, you put a lot of runs on the board, it's always going to be difficult for the chasing side to get there. And we've seen that today here. 50 to get. Skewed into the leg side. Last ball of the game coming up. ASU won every game in the Western Championship to win that regionals and come unbeaten to the Nationals. And they're starting off with a convincing win here. Last ball. Swung away. And an excellent catch taken. Just about sums up the way they've played. That ending, a fitting finale to this game with a second wicket for Tanishq. And Arizona State University win their first game of the Collegiate Cup by 48 runs. A thumping victory over George Washington University. A commanding performance from the ASU Sun Devils. And they win their first game of the season. A brilliant showing from them. First to get to 131 with the bat. And then restricting GWU to just 83. Some excellent bowling and good fielding. Excellent catches to back up the bowlers. Sees ASU win this first game against GWU. There's always going to be a tough battle for George Washington University playing such a quality ASU side. And they found it difficult first up here. And ASU with a good start to their tournament. GWU, well, They need to go back to the drawing board and try and see how they can improve. Perhaps gave up too many runs with the ball, and with the batting just lacked a bit of intent. ASU winning this one by 48 runs. We'll be back with the next game very shortly.